Amidst the heightened tensions between India and China at Galwan Valley at line of actual, Air Force is now on high operational alert. The Indian Air Force has increased its air activity over Ladakh. Fighter jets are conducting combat sorties and transporting men and material to different locations near the line of actual control. A fleet of Mirage 2000 jets, which carried out the Balakot airstrikes last year, have been moved to a base near Ladakh region. Sukhoi 30 MKIs too have been moved forward locations. Attack chopper Apache and Chinooks have been deployed in Ladakh to provide all the essential support to the ground. Meanwhile, Indian Air Force Chief R.K.S. Bhaduria is in Leh to oversee the operations in Ladakh. IAF chief began his secret visit to Leh on Wednesday evening after holding a top security review meeting with the Chief of Defence Staff, General Bipin Rawat, and Army Chief Naravane. The latest development is coming at a time when Prime Minister has made it absolutely clear that sacrifice of our 20 brave hearts who lost their lives in a bloody brawl in Galwan Valley will not go in vain.
Indian Air Force fighter jets flying combat air patrols over Leh skies, and this has intensified in the past 24 hours. You can hear the roar of the fighter jets. High altitude airfield here in Leh. Almost constantly, as you can hear, Indian Air Force jets are flying. Not just fighter jets, but also Chinook helicopters of the Indian Air Force ferrying men and material to higher reaches. Now, if there was any hope that the Chinese would perhaps disengage and then de-induct from the flashpoints or close to the flashpoints along the LAC at Galwan and Pangong, so that clearly is not happening. It's now clear that the Chinese are building fortifications, permanent fortifications, in some instances even concrete fortifications in the disputed area, and more so on their side of the line of actual control. Building tracks, building fortifications, which is a cause for grave concern. And that is why the army is also now deployed for the long haul. With cameraman Kripal Singh in Ladakh, Gaurav Sawant for India Today.
My colleagues Gaurav Sawant and Manjeet Negi are joining us. To you first, Gaurav, who's joining us from Leh. Remember, India Today is the first channel and the only channel that is reporting from ground zero at the moment, going straight across to Gaurav Sawant, who's right there. Gaurav, amidst the heightened tensions that we're seeing between India and China at the line of actual control, we do believe that the Indian Air Force is now on absolutely high operational alert. If I could just throw straight across to you for you to get us the ground reality of what is going on, how India is gearing up to fight back if need be, as Prime Minister Modi also said that these sacrifices are not going to go in vain.
Jyoti, one thing is clear, China cannot be trusted. So even if China talks peace, India will need to be prepared for any eventuality. And given that scenario, the Indian Air Force has moved up some of its frontline combat aircraft to various locations, and some of those aircraft are now flying even out of this high altitude airfield in Leh. This is at an altitude of 11,500 feet. Not very easy to fly out of here. It has its own peculiar conditions, and that is why pilots, they undergo regular training, but now flying combat air patrols over Leh skies sends out a very strong signal. As Manjeet Singh Negi, our colleague, was giving us details about the aircraft that have now been flown in here. We can see those aircraft as they take off from this airfield in the rarefied atmosphere to protect these skies. It's sending out a very clear signal to the adversary. India is prepared. We don't want war. At the same time, if something's thrust on us, India will respond, Jyoti.
Absolutely. If something's thrust on us, India will give a befitting response. India is gearing up completely. Manjeet Negi is also joining us live from Delhi. Manjeet, while Gaurav is getting us what is happening at the line of actual control, how the Indian Air Force is on an operational alert, why don't you give us a sense of what the talks look like at a diplomatic level? What is the disengagement talks are looking like between India and China at the moment?
Well, Chiti, here in Delhi, the top brass of the three services are discussing the issue, and as per the Air Force Chief, Air Chief Marshal R.K.S. Bhaduria, has a secret visit to Leh and Srinagar Wednesday evening. Before that, he held a meeting with the CDS General Bipin Rawat and Army Chief General Naravane. And now during his 2 days visit, he visited the Leh air bases and Srinagar air base. Now the Air Force deployed all its aircraft like Mirage 2000, Su-30, and the transport helicopter like Chinook and Apache helicopter. So we can say that the three services are on front foot on the to tackle any situation emerging on the line of actual control with China.
All right, Manjeet Negi getting us those details, and Gaurav Sawant, of course, joining us from Leh with the ground reality, getting us minute-by-minute updates.
Hi everyone, Preeti Chaudhary here. Hope you like this video. For latest news and analysis, like and subscribe to the India Today YouTube channel. And don't forget to press the bell icon to stay updated. Thank you for watching.